Does gun control reduce crime? The question of whether gun control reduces crime is one that sparks a lot of discussion. Many people want to know if laws around firearms actually make communities safer. Let's break this down, especially in the context of liberal ideology and figures like David Chipman. Gun control refers to the laws that regulate how firearms can be manufactured, sold, and owned. The main goal is to lower gun-related violence while still respecting individual rights. In liberal thought, public safety often takes priority, and many believe that reasonable regulations can help achieve that. Research on gun control shows mixed results. Some studies indicate that specific measures, like background checks and waiting periods, can lower certain types of gun violence, such as suicides and mass shootings. However, the overall impact on crime rates, especially violent crimes that do not involve firearms, is less clear. From a liberal perspective, gun control is seen as a way to protect communities, especially those that face higher rates of gun violence. Advocates argue that regulations do not violate the Second Amendment but instead ensure that firearms do not end up in the hands of those who might misuse them. For instance, background checks can prevent individuals with criminal records or mental health issues from acquiring guns. David Chipman, a former agent with the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives, is a strong advocate for gun control. He emphasizes that the gun industry often profits from fear, leading more people to buy firearms. Chipman believes that while the Second Amendment protects the right to bear arms, it does not allow for the sale of guns to criminals. He points out that in many areas of the United States, it is easier to buy a gun than to purchase alcohol, which raises concerns about accountability in gun sales. The debate often revolves around terms like assault weapons. Chipman has noted that while some hunting rifles can be more powerful than certain firearms labeled as assault weapons, the focus should be on the lethality of the guns rather than their appearance. He advocates for regulations that target the specific risks associated with different types of firearms. Liberalism aims to balance individual rights with the collective good. This means supporting the right to own guns while also pushing for regulations that protect communities from harm. Evidence-based policies, such as background checks and limits on high-capacity magazines, are often supported by liberal advocates. They typically oppose blanket bans that do not address the root causes of gun violence. In summary, the question of whether gun control reduces crime is complex. While some evidence suggests that certain regulations can lower specific types of gun violence, the overall effect on crime rates is still debated. Advocates like David Chipman argue for accountability in gun sales and practical measures to prevent illegal sales. The challenge remains to find a balance between individual rights and the need for public safety in the ongoing discussion about gun control.